I just want to say a few quick things before this video starts. If you don't know how Rubik's Cube notation works, then check out my previous video and I show how it works there. Otherwise, like, subscribe, share with all your friends, and soon you'll know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. This is my first video, and this is a Rubik's Cube tutorial. So let's scramble the cube. Okay, now that we got the cube scrambled, first thing you're going to want to do in solving a Rubik's Cube is make the white cross. So just put all the white edge pieces into a cross. And then you're going to see each edge piece has two colors. So for the white cross, it's going to have white and then another color. What you want to do is you want to align the second color with the corresponding centerpiece. So the green one's already done and the blue one's already done, but the red one's not and the orange one's not. So we're going to take it out of its place and move the red one over and then insert it into its place. And do the same for the orange one. The next thing you want to do is you want to fill in these with white corner pieces. And as you can see this is the white, green, orange. You can do this algorithm, which is R prime D R. And you see how it went from up here to down here. Now you can insert it with D prime, R prime, D, R. And you see, now you put a white up here, and then it's orange here and green here. So now we'll take this one, it's the white, orange, blue, and we'll move it over to the white, orange, blue, and we'll insert it using that same algorithm. And then these two are on the bottom. You can get it out of the bottom by doing R prime D2 R. And now it's out of the bottom. You can insert it using D L D prime L prime. Now it's inserted. You're going to do the same with this piece. You're going to remove it from the bottom and then insert it. Now you have the whole white side, and on each side you will have this almost upside down T thing. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill in these edges, these edge pieces right here, so that it's one line all across. So we've done the first layer, and now we're going to do the second layer. So let's do orange and blue. So we find the orange and blue piece, and then we insert it by moving it away. So we take the bottom color and align that, so it'll be a straight line right here. And blue is here on the right, and we'll move it away, do R, U prime, R prime, and it made this little pair here. And then we're going to insert it with U prime, L prime, U, L. And now we got this orange-blue edge piece where it belongs. We'll do the same thing with this green and red edge piece right here. We'll align the bottom color so that it's a straight red line. We'll push it away from the green, and do R, U prime, R prime to get this match, and then we'll insert it right here with U prime, L prime, U, L. And then you got this. Already like halfway done with solving the cube. And if you can't find any more edge pieces in the top row, then it's going to be stuck here. So we'll just insert a random edge piece by using our algorithm. And now we have this edge piece out of here. And we'll do the same thing. Line it, so now it's a straight red line, but the blue is on top. So instead of pushing it away from the green, push it away from the blue. So it's gonna be U prime, L prime, U, L, and then that creates the pair. And then we're gonna insert it with, we'll push it to, so it'll be, make sure the white is facing you, and it'll be U, R, U prime, R prime, with the white facing you, remember that. Now we only got one more edge left, and it is right here. So aligned with the orange, has a green top, so we'll push it away from the green side, and then we'll do that algorithm. Is L prime, U, L, and then we'll insert it right here, the white facing you, and then you'll do U, R, U prime, R prime. And you see that? You have the whole 2 layers done. Now for the last layer. This last layer is probably the most complicated because there's more than one algorithm, because so far there's only really one algorithm, and that's the edge inserting algorithm. So there's a couple cases you can get. You can get dot, you can get line, you can get this little L-shaped thing, or you can be lucky and already have a yellow cross. The whole goal is to have a yellow cross, so we'll start out with the dot case. With the dot case, what you're going to want to do is you're going to do F, just this front face, F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And so now we have a line case. And when you have a line case, what you're going to want to do is F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. You see, you'll have that yellow cross. Now, if you get this yellow L, and what you're gonna want to do is, it's the same algorithm as last time, but you have an extra move. So it's F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And you see you have that yellow cross. Next thing you're gonna want to do is make all these corners yellow. So the first case you're gonna get is you're gonna get no yellows. When you get no yellows, you either find a side with 1 yellow or 0 yellows. So you could do this side, or this side, but never do a side with 2 yellows. And what you do when you get to that side with 1 you do what is called a soon algorithm. It's R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And then you'll get this case, which means you'll either have the piece in the bottom left, or you'll have the piece in the bottom right. In either one, it doesn't matter. You put the piece in the bottom left or the bottom right, and when it's in the bottom left, if there's a yellow piece here, then you do the same as soon algorithm. However, if you put it in the bottom right and there's a piece here, then you do what's the anti-soon algorithm. It's the same moves, but with your left hand. So it's L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2. And then you get that. That's a lucky case and it solved it. Another case you can get is, it almost looks like a little person, you know, his head and his body. However, what you do is you put his head facing you, and then I'm over here, so his head's facing me right now. And then you have his two lines facing away from you. And then you do the same soon algorithm. And then you get that white cross, and then you can start by finding your piece, doing the soon algorithm, you get that, and then you find if it's here or here, the yellow piece, it's here, so I'll do that algorithm. The last and final case that you can get is this. And what you want to do is you want to put a yellow piece on the top right and a yellow piece in the bottom left. So not like this, like this. Again, I'm right here, so top right, top left. And then what you're going to want to do is the anti-soon algorithm. So L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L, U2, L. And then, you know, you'll get your case, you'll do the algorithm, you get here. So, you can either get it to where all the sides have headlights, which is one of the same color, or you'll have one of the sides has headlights, see only the orange side does, or none of the side have headlights. And so what you'll do, if none of the sides have headlights, you'll do this algorithm. So again, I'm right here, so it's R prime, F, R prime, and then this is back, you'll do B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, and then R2. And then you see that generated headlights over here. And what you'll do if you get one headlight is you'll keep them away from you. So I'm right here, so I'll move them away, and then you'll do that same algorithm. R, F, R, B2, R, sorry, I messed it up. The first two are R primes. And then R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2. And then you will now have all headlights. And when you have all headlights, I promise this is the last and final step. You'll either have one side that's fully solved, you know, and you can move it to this. What you're gonna wanna do, if you have headlights still on every side, but no of these yellow edge pieces are in the right spot. You can pick any side, like I can pick the red side, because I'm right here, and you'll do this. I'll do R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, there. And you see how it solved one side? You're gonna make sure you put that one solved side away from you. And this is the same if you already had the solved side from when you got all headlights. And what you're gonna wanna do is that same algorithm, R, U, R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2. And if that doesn't solve it, make sure you still have that solved side away from you, because I'm right here, and this is away from me. And you're gonna wanna do that same thing again. And that is how you solve a Rubik's Cube.